Hello students, last video we have to seen Biot-Savart's law, then the force of attraction between two long parallel wires, magnetic field produced by a current in a circular arc of the wire. In this video we have to seen axial magnetic field produced by the current in a circular loop and Ampere's law. First point from this video, that is the axial magnetic field produced by current in a circular loop. The magnetic field due to current in a circular loop at different points along its axis. We assume that the current is steady current. Here diagram is given. In diagram, a circular loop of a wire carrying a current I. The loop itself is in the xy plane with its center at the origin O. The radius of the loop carrying a steady current I is capital R. We have to calculate the magnetic field at a point P on the z axis at a distance r bar from the element dl bar on the loop. Using Biot-Savart's law, the magnitude of magnetic field dB is given by the formula dB is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I into bracket dl bar cross r bar whole divided by r cube. Suppose this equation number first. From figure, r square, that is small r square, is equal to capital R square plus z square. Any element of dl bar will always be the perpendicular to the vector r bar from the element to the point P. The element dl bar is in the xy plane while the vector r bar is in the yz plane. Therefore, dl bar cross r bar is equal to dl dot r. इथं क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट यूज केलेलं आहे dl बार क्रॉस r bar, that is dl r. Therefore, dB is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl upon r square. Suppose this equation number 2. Therefore, dB is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl into bracket z square plus r square. इथं small r ची व्हॅल्यू पुट केलेली आहे. इक्वेशन नंबर 3. The direction of dB bar is perpendicular to the plane formed by dl bar and r bar. Its z component is dBz and the component perpendicular to the z axis is dB perpendicular. The component dB perpendicular when sum over yield 0 as they cancel out due to symmetry. This can be easily seen from the diametrically opposite elements dl bar, giving dB perpendicular opposite to that of the dl bar. Hence, only z component remains. Therefore, the net contribution along the z-axis is obtained by integrating dBz is equal to dB cos theta over the entire loop. Therefore, from figure, cos theta is equal to capital R divided by small r is equal to, put the value of small r, that is r divided by square root of z square plus r square. Therefore, Bz is equal to integration of dBz equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I integration of dl divided by bracket z square plus r square into cos theta. Again equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I integration of r dl whole divided by z square plus r square raised to 3 by 2. Therefore, mu 0 upon 4 pi taking integration ir divided by z square plus r square raised to 3 by 2 into 2 pi r. Therefore, Bz is equal to mu 0 upon 2 I r square divided by z square plus r square raised to 3 by 2. This is the magnitude of the magnetic field due to the current I in the loop of radius r on a point at P on the z-axis of the loop. Next point, that is the magnetic lines for a current loop. As we know, the magnetic field at a point P on the axis is given by the formula Bz is equal to mu 0 upon 2 I r square divided by z square plus r square raised to 3 by 2. Suppose this equation number first. Here diagram is given. As a special case, the field at the center of the loop is obtained from the above equation by putting z is equal to 0. Therefore, B0 is equal to mu 0 I divided by 2r. Suppose this equation number 2. For a coil of n turns, the equation becomes B0 is equal to mu 0 Ni divided by 2r. Equation number 3. The magnetic field lines from a circular loop are depicted from the figure. The direction of the field is as per the right hand thumb rule. आपल्याला माहिती आहे राईट हँड थंब रूल काय आहे तर इथं स्टेटमेंट बघा द कर्ल द पाम ऑफ युअर राईट हँड अलॉंग द सर्क्युलर वायर विथ द फिंगर्स इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द करंट द स्ट्रेच्ड राईट हँड थंब गिव्स द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड thus upper part of the loop seen in the figure may be regarded as north pole and the lower part as the south pole of the bar magnet. Then second, circular loop carrying a current as the magnetic dipole. The behavior of the magnetic field due to a circular current loop at large distance is very similar to that due to the electric field of an electric dipole. From the above equation for Bz at the large distance z from the loop along its axis, that is z is very greater than r, therefore Bz is equal to mu 0 I r square divided by 2 z cube. Suppose equation number 4. The area of the loop is A is equal to pi r square. Therefore, the formula becomes Bz is equal to mu 0 Ia divided by 2 pi z cube. Equation number 5 as z is greater than r. The magnetic moment m bar of a circular loop is defined as m bar is equal to I into a bar, where a bar is the vector of the magnitude a and direction perpendicular to a. Using equation number 5, Bz is equal to mu 0 upon 2 pi m upon z cube. Therefore, Bz is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi to m bar upon z cube. Suppose equation number 6. Here note that Bz and m bar are in the same direction, perpendicular to the plane of the loop. Using electrostatic analogous, E bar is equal to 2 p bar divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into z cube. Equation number 7, which is electric field at an axial point on an electric dipole. Next point, Ampere's law. As we know, if a distribution of charges is given, we can obtain the electric field by using inverse square law. The Ampere's law can be derived from Biot-Savart's law. The law, Ampere's law is closed integration of b bar dot ds bar is equal to mu 0 into I. Suppose this equation number first. That integration sign indicates that the integral is to be evaluated over a closed loop called as Amperian loop. The current I on the right hand side is the net current encircled by the Ampere loop. Cross sections of 4 long straight wires carrying currents I1, I2, I3, I4 into or out of the plane of the paper as shown in the figure. An Amperian loop is drawn to encircle 3 of the current wires and not the fourth one. As the current goes perpendicular to the plane of the paper, B bar is in the plane of the paper, even if its direction is unknown. The length element on the Amperian loop is dl bar, that is in the plane of the paper. Therefore, B bar dot dl bar is equal to B dl cos theta. Suppose equation number 2. Therefore, integration over the closed loop B bar dot dl bar is equal to integration over the closed loop B cos theta into dl is equal to the mu 0 into I. Suppose this equation number 3. Here integration is over the product of length dl of the Amperian loop and the component of magnetic field B cos theta tangent to the loop. Here, by using right hand rule, the current in the direction of the stretched thumb is considered as positive and the current in the direction opposite to that of stretched thumb is considered as negative. For the distribution of current from figure, I1 and I2 are coming out of the paper, that is parallel to the stretched thumb. Hence, these are positive and I3 on the other hand is going into the plane of the paper. Therefore, it is negative. By using the sign convention, integration over the closed loop B cos theta into dl is equal to mu 0 into bracket I1 plus I2 minus I3. Suppose equation number 4. The current I4 is not within the Amperian loop. As the integration is over a full loop, contribution of I4 to B cancel out. Therefore, equation first represent the Ampere's law or Ampere's circuital law, that is integration of B into ds over the closed loop is equal to mu 0 into I. Consider a long straight wire carrying a current I. B bar and dl bar are tangential to the Amperian loop which is in the circle. Therefore, B bar dot dl bar is equal to B dl is equal to B dot r into theta. The field B bar at a distance r from the wire is given by B is equal to mu 0 upon 2 pi I upon r. Suppose this equation number 6. Therefore, integration over the closed loop B bar dot dl bar is equal to integration of mu 0 I upon 2 pi r integration 0 to 2 pi r into d theta is equal to mu 0 into I. Suppose this equation number 7. This is the, in equation number 6 shows that the magnetic field B of an infinitely long wire is proportional to the current I but inversely proportional to the distance from the wire. Thank you.